Okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about Gene Deal. Don't know who Gene Deal is, but you should know by now. He is one of Diddy, Puff Daddy, former bodyguard, way back in the Kim Porter days and stuff like that. You know, Diddy had a lot of different bodyguards. Well, Gene Deal pretty soon is going to be popping off and going off on Diddy and probably some other security guards. And I'm going to tell you why. So like I say, Gene Deal was one of Diddy's former bodyguards. He was around in the Biggie days and all of that. Now, Gene Deal has been speaking out about Diddy on a lot of platforms, but mainly the Art of Dialogue. That is the main platform that he be talking on. Well, a lot of people be like, well, why Gene Deal just not speaking out now? Because a lot of people, you know, are just starting to hear about Gene Deal with all the stuff that's been going on the last couple of, 2 or 3 years. But what we're going to find out is a former Diddy bodyguard that came after Gene Deal is going to actually reveal that Gene Deal ain't just started talking about Diddy. He been calling Diddy out a long time ago, and actually going to reveal that Diddy actually wanted him and some other bodyguards to do the Harlem Shake on Gene Deal's face if they ever saw him out in the streets. But they didn't. So who I'm talking about is Roger Buns. Y'all probably seen him in a lot of interviews with Vlad TV. That's like the biggest platform he has been on doing interviews. Shout out to Vlad TV. But I'm about to play this video of Roger Buns talking about Diddy wanting him and another bodyguard to actually do something to Gene Deal, and not only Gene Deal, but also Mark Curry when he see them out. Y'all check this out right here. Let me get to it.
Her story is so worthy of being.
Let's go. All right.
Financial fire.
Well, Gene Deal, who I've interviewed before, and I have said some of the stuff he says is true. Some of the stuff I feel has been made up. Were you there when Gene Deal was there?
No, I wasn't there when Gene. Gene was before me. Gene was in the Kim Porter, the Misa days.
Okay. But you guys have discussed Gene Deal.
Yeah.
How did those discussions go? Meaning you and Puff.
I mean, those discussions, it wasn't never just me and Puff. It was us and security, this, down, the other. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, man, y'all ain't seen Gene? And in reality, we did see Gene. We all from Harlem. But Puff wasn't running around Harlem like that. So me and Paulie and them would never tell him when we seen Gene. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, if y'all see Gene, I'm telling you, man, somebody better punch him in the face. Somebody better do something to him, man. He out here doing this, that. And we'd be like, all right.
Okay, so when was this? Because was Gene doing interviews at this point?
Yeah, we talking like 2008, 2009. Gene was spreading the word. You know, Gene was always bad mouthing.
Wait, hold on. Vlad TV started in 2008, 2009. YouTube was really early.
No, he wasn't doing YouTube and stuff. He was going around talking a lot of shit. And we all from Harlem. So he was just talking a lot of shit. And it's a small... Harlem is small.
So what was Gene Deal saying during that time? What did you hear?
He basically was talking about Puff fighting women, hitting women, shit that was going on with him and Kim. Puff being gay, you know, shit with him and Usher and shit like that. He was talking the same shit that he's talking now on a major scale, but he was spreading it around Harlem. So it was basically a thing.
So you heard Roger Buns say that Gene Deal haven't just started talking about P. Diddy or Diddy, recently. He been talking about Diddy. He said 2008. Well, that's 17 some years ago. So Gene Deal actually been speaking out about stuff by Diddy, with what he did with Kim Porter and all kind of stuff back then. It's just that there wasn't platforms out back then like it is now. You even heard Vlad say, hey, I just thought of my platform back then. So for all the people who felt like that maybe Gene Deal just started speaking up, he just now want to say something. Well, we now realize Roger Buns revealed that Gene Deal been said something a long time ago, 2008, 2009. So, but like I say, Gene Deal, this right here just was released. The Art of Dialogue is probably on the phone with Gene Deal right now. Gene Deal is probably in his car doing 100 miles per hour to get back to a microphone so he can dispute these claims and respond to them, react to them. But he's going to talk about this. Gene Deal, he just did an interview with Art of Dialogue, but he's going to be coming right back. But let's get into this Diddy trial. So it seems like the Diddy trial is about to come to an end. It's about to wrap up real soon. And at this point, you got a lot of mixed reviews, to be honest with you. Despite all the things that people have heard in the trial, some people feel like Diddy still haven't done anything that they feel like he should even be on trial for, other than just being a bad person. But he did tell y'all a long time ago when he started the record label, he was a bad boy, and he told y'all to take that. Now, but here's something very interesting. Diddy defense team did not, shout out to Academics, DJ Academics, he posted this. In the matter of the USA versus Combs defense, Diddy defense would not be calling a witness to take the stand for Sean Diddy Combs. Now, that right there is a risky move. Either they know what they're doing or they just winging it like lemon pepper wings at Wingstop. Because for no one on the defense to come and take this stand for Diddy and they not calling nobody, that's it, basically. The USA, the feds have presented their case. So everything that the jurors are going to have is everything that was presented by the prosecutors. The defense is not going to call nobody up. They're just going to ride it out the way it is and let the cards lay where they lay. Now, this can be a strategy that they already talked about. Diddy is very involved, so I'm sure this decision was not made without him not knowing about it. Some people feel like, why is Diddy not taking a stand? To basically, we already know the stuff he did. His defense team already admitted that, yeah, he done these things. But why he ain't taking a stand to, hey, your life is on the line. This your last chance to talk. Because at this point, with his defense basically saying almost like they resting their case, like we done with it. Our hands are tied. We don't have nothing else. People felt like the lady KK would have taken a stand. She's nowhere to be found. Gina. So nobody is coming up for Diddy to take the stand. And this right here can be very risky. You just never know. Not giving the jurors anything from your side, lead them on with all the stuff from the prosecutors. But y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think about this. Is this a good move by Diddy defense team by not calling no witnesses and just letting it ride out? And what y'all think about Diddy wanting somebody to Harlem shake on Gene Deal's face? One of the security guards. This right here coming out is kind of like it still is showing basically the wrath that Puffer was on. He was really acting up behind closed doors, but then in public, making it seem like it was all love. But y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share my videos. I'm Grady Mac. Holla.